Long before boundaries clearly defined Virginia, Kentucky, and Tennessee, the Cumberland Gap represented a portal of opportunity and freedom. Thousands followed in the footsteps of Daniel Boone. They sought a new life in new lands. Yet not all came by choice. They were slaves, property of the white settlers. We do not know who they were. Centuries of slavery had erased original names and family roots.
We have no way of going back and being able to document that, we had someone to be proud of in our families.
This is Hoop Creek in Claiborne County. At first glance, it is any East Tennessee farming community. Yet Hoop Creek was settled by the families of black pioneers. Legend has it that when the cataclysm of the Civil War turned the lives of everyone in the region upside down, freed men found refuge here.
With emancipation in 1863, white landowners let the newly freed move to isolated Hoop Creek. Because they had untraceable roots, many kept their former owners' names. The original settlers, the McNeil family, kept a store, a tannery, and a blacksmith shop. It was from the beginning an integrated community. The isolated hills offered a haven, common bonds, the promise of owning land.
Ownership came to the Hoop Creek community before it did to individuals. In 1888, the white owner of this land gave it to Reverend Phil Brooks and others. They built a church here. They educated their children here. All that remains is the place where the building stood, yet it was the anchor for the entire community.
Daniel Fugit, son of a slave, became the catalyst of change. He purchased a large tract of Hoop Creek land in 1904 and signed notes for others to buy land.
And go to eat at the welcome table. Yeah.
Today, the descendants of these black pioneers live in Hoop Creek, always have.
And go to eat at the welcome table.
Lord, they've been here for years. As far as I know, they were here when I got here. I don't know.
Welcome table, one of these days.
All my whole family was farmers. Anything you imagine, we had it.
Their church is still the center of Hoop Creek community. Near Hoop Creek stands the Overton home place. John Fugit says there were once slave quarters here.
Pap tore it down. It was getting dilapidated. He tore it down. He didn't care anything about posterity. If he couldn't use the thing, he got rid of it.
There is a slave graveyard here. Although they may have been as close as family members, their eternal resting place lies unmarked outside the white cemetery.
But obscurity ended with ownership of the land. They put down roots here. For many, family histories began here in something as basic as a family plot. And there was a lot of life and living to be done in Hoop Creek.
Every day will be brighter. Every day will be sweeter. There's a better day a-coming by and by.